dudes and dudettes, this is your host Light Liger here, and once again we are going to be diving into the world of crypto gaming, and we're going to be focusing on this game that has been built top of Bitcoin's Lightning Network. And yes, you heard it right, you can build games, you can create NFTs, tokens, and some types of smart contracts on the sidechain of Bitcoin known as Liquid. And one of these games that have been built by the Satoshi Games company is called Nite, and that obviously comes from Lightning Network and the popular game Fortnite. And this is available on the Elixir marketplace. The cost of the game is $20. However, if you use my link, you are going to be getting 20% discount plus a one common skin NFT and 500 Satoshis. And the way that this game basically works out, it has a play-to-earn model where you can win NFTs and Satoshis inside the game. So basically, by playing the game, you are being rewarded. So it's a freemium model of sorts, which is pretty exciting. Now, this game is still kind of like in early access, so everything you will be seeing here is not the finalized version. For example, they still don't have European servers, and what I'm basically doing here is playing on a American server with a very, very high ping, for instance. And as you can clearly understand, that this is being inspired by Fortnite's third-person shooter. There is a single-player mode, and then there is also multiplayer. In the multiplayer, it's probably going to be taking some time to actually get into a lobby to play with games. But there's also that single-player mode, which is a bit of a COVID survival. And based on your performance on that mode, you can basically get like NFT rewards, and these NFTs can basically be sold at the marketplace. So you have the opportunity to, play this game and earn some money through it. And by what I was looking, the prices or the value of the NFTs are not half bad, what you can basically get from these. But you can also lose NFTs by losing battles on the ranked games. And right now, it's kind of like kind of rough on the edges as a game. As I said already, it's kind of like early access. It uses a lot of free assets and things like these, but like the shooting mechanism in the game, it's not half bad. The level design is not that bad either. And the game loads and should be working really well on low-end PCs as well. But the issue here perhaps is the price model, and it kind of makes sense that they have in-game rewards. Otherwise, everybody would just bought the game if it was free to play. So they kind of have to figure out how they're going to be getting more players in. Obviously, they are expanding their marketing and everything to get more people playing the game, and hence there are going to be more filled lobbies. But otherwise, if you're not able to get into game to play with others, it's not much of a game. And obviously, you can grind the single player, but that's gonna be, good for only for so long. The game has been in the making at least like a year and a half or something, and you are, as I said, you can earn Satoshis inside the game. And I've been, got some Satoshi rewards by playing, actually. And you can withdraw them into Bitrefill, which allows you to basically buy stuff with your Satoshis, essentially. And you can, buy gift cards for Amazon, Netflix, Steam, Google Play, Nike, other, online retail. It's a pretty good website. I really recommend it. Been using it, actually, 2 times this week already. And there are a lot of interesting things like Battle Pass, which is very common for games like these. There is a whole interface that you can get. It is also available on Mac devices, which is good, and also I think in Linux. And there are some other games as well in their store, which they have been built by Satoshi Games. Some are a bit more affordable and cheaper than the others, and not all of them are out yet. I don't know what type of games are essentially going to be built, but Nite has kind of been the most promoted game and kind of like their flagship game that they have been essentially promoting throughout the platform. And obviously there's the NFT angle, that not just getting Satoshis, you can get the actual NFTs, and those can be worth quite a lot if you actually get your hands on some rare ones. So you have this sort of economy inside the game. It doesn't have their own tokens, everything works through Satoshis. So there are certain aspects that are kind of interesting about when you really deeper look into the economics of it. But definitely recommend taking a bit of a look into it. As I reminded you people, you can use my special code to basically register to the Nite, and you know, start playing it yourself if you want to pay the actual fee. And as I said, you get 20% off from it, so that's a pretty nice discount from the initial price. And maybe we are going to be even hosting some own lobbies with the Liger crew, who knows, at some point. But there is still some work that needs to be done with the game. It has like a decent affiliate program and all that, and NFTs, all that. But you know, there's not, for example, any music inside the game. The sounds are not like super spot on. But some of that input lag and delays can be pointed out to playing on a server. So I would need to have like an European server to give like a proper you know, thoughts on this game. And I think if they're gonna be ironing it out and, you know, maybe getting a lot more funding, they could possibly create a pretty good game here. But they definitely need to put more effort into it and get more players in playing. And maybe they need to revisit the price or something to get more players in. Then again, I may not have played at the right peak hours. But then again, I would expect always on a big popular online game that there would always be a game that would be found out at any point of the day. But thanks for watching. As always, you can send some Bitcoin donations to this address. In case you're a game developer or a dApp creator or something else, you can always send me business inquiries to lightliger@protonmail.com for further you know, inquiries and, you know, offers that you may have. Thanks for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video.